Hey everyone, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another pot of fame. I think by the time this video goes live, it will be well over a month since I sat down with the collective here in Santa Monica and shared with you a handful of plant babies that is doing really great in the Santa Monica collective. I am home just for 2.5 days to do pop-ups at the shop. I got back from Las Vegas this morning and I'm gearing up for a big market day tomorrow and then hopping on the plane to Europe. And I think by the time this video goes live, I will be back from Europe and heading home to Hawaii. So I'm not really with the collection this year because I'm doing a lot of traveling. With that being said, I am still getting a lot of activity and progress with the collection. So Pot of Fame is one of my favorite things to do, is just a casual sit down and highlight a handful of babies. I think last month's Pot of Fame I highlighted plant babies in the bathroom, so I wanted to switch it up today. I'll probably take you guys along to certain plants that are too big for me to bring here as the sun is going down. But for now, let's talk about the plants that I was able to sit next to me, and then we'll go around and share with you what is going on in different parts of the collection. The first plant baby that I want to share is my variegated peace lily. This is my second one that I ever had in the collection. My original one was really large, and I don't know, with my schedule and me not being home full-time, it did not like that, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it another try. And this has been living in soil in my studio here, causing no troubles. It's a very low maintenance plant. Second time around. First time around, I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. And comment down below if this is considered a common plant or a rare plant in your part of the world. So as you see, I do need to rotate it as it is leaning towards my one window, but as you see, lots of new growth here popping up, and I'm just gonna leave it as is. This plant baby is gonna continue living. It looks so funny leaning. This plant baby is going to continue living in the Santa Monica studio. It lives there full time. Never had any problems. And I'm trying to think, my variegated peace lily, my original one, the last time I owned one, I think it might have lived maybe a little while in the Santa Monica studio and then out here in the patio, and it was just, it is what it is. So I just wanted to highlight this plant because it doesn't really get a lot of airtime on the channel, and I feel like here in California this may be a common plant, but I'm definitely like into anything variegated, I'm sure, like most of you. So I only have one peace lily, and it's this one, variegated. Another plant that is living in the same section of my Santa Monica studio on my shelf is my philodendron Rio. My Brazil is also doing really well. I can share with you what it looks like in a moment, but lots and lots of new growth, and all of this is just like all green in this section, but no problems with this plant. I probably would want to see how long the trails are, as I'm sure it's longer than what it looks like here. Never had any issues with this plant, and I'm trying to think how long have I had this plant in the collection, but it lives full time, same place where the peace lily is, on my shelf in my Santa Monica studio, and absolutely no problems. And this is definitely a plant that I would bring out if it rained and I was home to get some rainwater. Take a look at the foliage, so pretty, and I love the pattern on the leaf. And you'll see in a second my philodendron Brazil, where it still has that variegated trailing look, but in a different color scheme. But as you can see, looking really good, and it's in a round planter. It loves living in this planter. The root ball isn't that big. It's gonna continue living like this, and honestly, like, I wish I could hang this from the ceiling because I don't want to propagate it, and it's already touching the ground, so I kind of have to have it like this on my shelf. But so pretty. And I think I got this plant here in Los Angeles, and it has never given me any problems, and I see lots and lots of new growth. And like, this section here is super fun right here. Look at that. I could easily propagate, but I don't want to touch the plant, so it just stays as is. I want to share with you the update of my string of dolphins. I think at one point I shared on the channel, it was looking really rough, where I think all of the dolphins fell off one day, and I was really upset about that, and I said, you know what, let me just give it some time and see if the dolphins will come back. And here we are. Here is the glow up. So if that ever happens to you, please don't throw away your plant. Give it some love and some time. And my dolphins eventually came back. I believe I might have one, either string of bananas and another type of senecio in the Las Vegas collective, and it's hanging in a nursery planter. I need to plant it up, but this is the glow up, and this lives right here in this shady section, hanging right above my fountain, and for whatever reason, next to my pepperoni glabella, it is doing really good. Switching it up here, I want to show some love to my cacti collection, my variegated Indian corn cob. It lives right over here next to my gate with a bunch of other smaller prickly babies, and I have never had any problems with my variegated Indian corn cob. I love it a lot. As you can see, a lot of new arms popping up. Really proud about that, and really I have nothing much else to say. Very low maintenance plant, and I just love the color that it's turning. And I don't know what this rust color is. I think maybe with age, I'm not too sure. Comment down below, because it's giving me new babies, so I imagine it's okay. I mean, the sun is pretty strong here, but not like Las Vegas. I don't think I could leave any of my plants outdoors full time in Las Vegas. But this is the update on mine. Comment down below if you have the Indian corn cob variegated or not, and how do you like taking care of your plant baby, and does it live outside full time, and do you have any troubles with it? Because like literally the whole front section of my studio, I have no problems for the most part with the collection. Things bloom for me throughout the year, and they're pretty much non-dramatic. It's more of like what's in my patio and in my studio. I think that gives me more drama. But hey, with my lifestyle, my schedule, I have nothing bad to say about the collection outside for the most part. So this is the update of mine, and I've had this one for several years. This one is, I mean, my silver sword. Comment down below if this is considered a rare or common plant for you. When I got my original silver sword, as you can see the update, I have some growth here, you never know. And then if you look down here in the planter, there's some growth here, here, and on top of here. So in every section of this mother plant, there's some kind of activity. I have sold many sections of the mother plant to subscribers and online, and you know, this plant has been living for the most part. At one point in the beginning, it was living in my studio, and you probably would have seen it on a previous plant tour. And then I decided to bring it outside in the patio because I wanted more space in my studio, and it had some rough months. I don't think it liked living out in the patio with me not really around. But I am happy to announce all of the growth here, like from every single little section. A lot of progress and activity in this plant from every section, but it was really looking rough. So I think I'm going to continue having it live in the patio. It's now kind of where my bird's nest fern is, so maybe it likes it there more than on the side of my Tiffany blue table where it gets more direct sun. So for now, this is the glow up of it. Hopefully the next time I share it on a pot of fame in the future, it'll look more full, because it's looking pretty rough. But I'm happy with the progress, and we'll see what it does for me for the rest of the year. I think that is all of the plants that I want to talk about sitting here. Let's go around the collection and give you more updates for the month. Honorable mentions here. I have succulents in bloom, from echeverias to sedums to aloes. Lots of activity happening. And even here, take a look at my Eve's needle. Look at all those babies up there. I didn't spot that until now. Wow, there's like several babies on the top there. That was definitely something I did not see until now. But I just wanted to share with you that there's a lot of things in the front of the studio that is in bloom, and I try to save the blooms that will look great dried in art pieces for my seasonal art. but there's always some kind of activity happening here in the front of the studio. Also, quick little update on my AMAC Euphorbia variegata's baby. Take a look at that and the growth on the top. I'm very proud about that one too. All right, and then here, as I promised, my Philodendron Brazil. Take a look at how long and traily that plant baby is. And I've had this mother plant for at least 6-7 years, so I'm very proud of the progress. And I think it'd be fun to also share with you what the Hoya compacta looks like. We're on the tail end of the blooms here. While I was away in Las Vegas, we had more blooms pop up. So I'll definitely harvest these after today's video. That is gonna wrap up today's video. Very short and sweet, and I'm glad I'm able to sit down and showcase a handful of my plant babies in between my travels and my crazy schedule. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the progress of the collection every month. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and look on the homepage for my Pot of Fame series. I have been doing this for over 1 year now, where I casually sit down and just share with you what's going on with the collection and progress throughout the year. With hundreds of plants, there's always something happening in the collection, and it's nice to be able to showcase them up close and personal to see how they're looking like this time of the year, and to also remind myself to be patient, because like say for instance my string of dolphins and my silver sword was looking a little rough a couple months ago, I have to say, but with patience and some TLC and just kind of maybe forgetting about them, I can now say that I'm happy that it's slowly trying to make a comeback, and we'll see how the rest of the year goes. So hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me with another Pot of Fame episode on the channel. And if you're new, subscribe for daily uploads between the main channel and the vlog channel. You get a video each and every day, and I will see you next week Monday for another Planting with Jewelyn. Aloha from Santa Monica, California.